Coming up on Mountain News this morning, we are following a developing story in Bell County involving an active shooter. And with the increase of severe weather in the region, first responders are brushing up on their skills in flooding situations. Plus, amid rising tensions between the two countries, President Trump says new sanctions will be imposed on Iran as later as today.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning. It is 4:59 on Monday, June the 24th. I'm Will Puckett. Thank you for tuning in to Mountain News this morning. Well, yesterday was a warmer day and we expected storms later on in the afternoon. It's just about the time I started to head to bed. Those storms started to roll into hazard. Let's bring Brandon in this morning to get a better breakdown of what to expect. And Brandon, we are in a severe weather alert day because of rain and storms expected today.
That's right, and we are under a pretty good risk today. That's 2 out of 5. That's slight risk there, but this morning fairly quiet. Let's take a look, see what's going on to start us off today. Fog over Whitesburg, so again, be aware that we could see some of that as we head through the first part of your day. Not showing up a lot on those visibility sensors because, again, remember these are at the airports, so that's why they're up higher, and most of the fog we're seeing is in the valleys this morning. Live pinpoint Doppler radar, nice and quiet for now, but things will get active as we head deeper into the day. Very mild start to the day, too. 75 Middlesboro, 66 here in Hazard, some 70s down along Lake Cumberland and out toward I-75, and 71 also in Pikeville. Your day planner for today takes us up into the mid-80s, and that's what will help fire some of those showers and storms off later today, and some of those could be strong to severe. More on that here in just a few minutes.
We start with breaking news this morning. We are following a developing story out of Bell County. Police are on the scene of an active shooter situation near the Cary community. Several law enforcement agencies responded to the scene where it is confirmed that shots were fired. We are also told Highway 66 near the scene is shut down in both directions and will be until the situation is resolved. We will update this story as we get more information on our website at WYMT.com. Well, Taylor Collins is a former J.I. Burton student that claims her teacher and football coach at the school, Jim Adams, sexually harassed her. The coach denies the allegation. Collins says she has gained a lot of support after posting about her situation on Facebook, saying at least 20 other girls have reached out to her with similar claims. Friday evening, the Norton City School Board called a special meeting where members voted to hire the Virginia Association of Chiefs of Police to launch an investigation. School board members would not specify what that investigation was for. Well, a community mourned over the weekend after 11 people lost their lives in a skydiving plane accident on Friday in Hawaii. A memorial popped up Saturday outside the airfield. Friends, family, and complete strangers paid tribute at a makeshift memorial near the crash site.
It's loss of life, and it's never a good thing. You know, people should respect their life. You never know when it's going to end. You're here today, you're gone tomorrow.
Officials first said 9 people were on board the plane when it crashed at Dillingham Airfield. Police revised the passenger count on Saturday, and the death toll ticked up to 11. Well, President Trump says new sanctions will be imposed on Iran as soon as later today. Tensions are rising quickly following last week's shoot down of a U.S. unmanned drone, with new American attacks in cyberspace. Charlie Daggett is monitoring developments in the region where Iranians are reacting to increasing pressure.
Iran's leaders may not want war, but lawmakers in parliament today were shouting death to America. Iranian President Hassan Rouhani again accused the U.S. of violating Iranian airspace, while President Trump tempered U.S. warnings with a touch of optimism.
Hopefully we can get Iran back onto an economic track that's fantastic, where they're a really wealthy nation, which would be a wonderful thing. All those things I want to do.
Iranian state TV has been broadcasting video purporting to show the missile that was launched to bring the drone down and debris plucked from Iranian territorial waters. During a stop in Jerusalem, U.S. National Security Advisor John Bolton warned Tehran not to mistake President Trump's abrupt decision to call off military strikes for weakness.
No one has granted them a hunting license in the Middle East. As President Trump said on Friday, Our military is rebuilt, new, and ready to go.
With tensions escalating, the U.S. maintains several military options in this region, and President Trump says none of them is off the table. And there is another side to this conflict. That U.S. cyber operation against Iranian forces, just another example of the shadow war between these two countries. No surprise, Iranian authorities have not commented. Charlie Daggett is CBS News in Fujairah, the United Arab Emirates.
Meanwhile, back here at home, Perry County Sheriff Joe Engel is praising a deputy that used Narcan to revive a man in the Vico community of Perry County. It happened off George's Branch Saturday. The deputy responded to a call about a man in the roadway yelling for help. The man eventually lost consciousness. Using Narcan, the deputy was able to bring the man back to life. Well, deputies with the Clay County Sheriff's Department arrested a man Saturday after police said he threatened neighbors and admitting to ejecting meth. Deputies arrested Jeffrey Pettyjohn after they got a complaint about him threatening to harm people. When they arrived, deputies realized Pettyjohn was under the influence. He was taken to the Clay County Detention Center. Authorities say a Kentucky court security officer was arrested after a passenger on an ATV he was driving died in a crash. Kentucky State Trooper Stephen Dyke says in a news release that 43-year-old Mario Chavez Canela of Monterey was arrested in Owen County on Friday on charges of second-degree assault and operating a motor vehicle under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Well, when severe weather hits, first responders jump into action. Rescue crews perfected their swiftwater rescue skills in Floyd County this weekend. Between survival swim to boat rescue, a 3-day training course taught life-saving techniques. Nick Potter with the Pikeville Fire Department says these situations can be stressful, but with enough training, they can feel confident while keeping Eastern Kentuckians safe.
As first responders, we need to train to remain calm and use the best common sense to mitigate whatever task is in front of us.
Now, multiple agencies took part in the classes. There are 2 more classes this year, one next month and another in September. Thank you for getting your day started with us right here on Mountain News this morning. Today is National Praline Day. We'll tell you more about the history of this sweet treat straight ahead.